Yogi, come be in this. Come. Come, Yogi. We need
Hi
you.
everyone,
Come.
here I am at Life in a Garden in Dunkeld, and I am going to be chatting to several authors today, the first of which will be Sarah Key. You can see her books here, and look what she's brought for the people who want to come and chat with her. Hi Sarah, nice.
Oh, Yogi, sorry.
Sorry dog. Nice to see you today. I'm so sorry, Yogi. Are you all right, bunny?
Fine.
Yes.
Fine.
I see that you've got several books for sale here today. Can you just tell me a little bit about your books, about yourself, and why it would be a good idea for people to buy your books?
Thanks, Kim. I write psychological thrillers. So my first book here today is Tangled Weeds. It's a standalone, but I'm focusing now on my trilogy. First book is The Dandelion Clock, and then The Butterfly Wind, and the last book in the trilogy will be released on the 6th of September.
Oh, that's coming up soon.
So that's very exciting. So, yeah, it's a set over the course.
Yogi!
The trilogy is set over the course of 4.5 months, and it tracks the lives of 4 young women. And it's set in Southern Africa, and it's hopefully a page-turning good thrill from start to beginning.
Well, that's great, because I always enjoy reading a good thriller. I've heard amongst the grapevine that you like to bring social causes, I suppose you would keep them into your writing. Tell me about these. Sorry, Yogi's about to hit the cheese sticks again.
The wine. I was an activist. I worked in HIV and AIDS. I have a keen interest in what's going on in our country. And so I draw my characters from the rich social diversity of Southern Africa, and I present various differing views through the eyes of my characters, often of whom are from different classes, races, socio-cultural perspectives. And I find that it's very gritty.
Oh, sorry, hold on. Yogi!
It's gritty and deep and thrilling and interesting for my readers, hopefully.
Oh, well, that's great. So already we've got 3 books out, 4th one coming up. Have you got more in your mind?
I'm halfway through my new book, which is called Veils of Smoke.
Oh.
It's set between Alexandra Township and the Sandton suburbs in the current time, 2017. And it's about blessies, blessers, corrupt politicians, drug-addicted people, and it juxtaposes the hardships of rural female experiences, with then later on the kind of current trend of sugar daddies, so girls escaping from one kind of patriarchal society and immersing themselves in another.
Oh, wow. Okay, so when are you looking at releasing that one?
I'm not sure. I'm halfway through writing it. It's a big ask. I've left all my characters behind from my trilogy. I've had to start completely afresh. I'm usually a book a year kind of person. That's what time it takes me. I am published by an amazing publisher. I'm edited, so that also makes the process, it can only come in its own time. But I'm hoping to finish the book by the end of the year. And then I also have started some short stories, so a book of short stories in between.
But now this sounds like it's actually quite a thing for you, because it seems to be a lot of almost soul searching that goes into your writing.
I think it's my focus is pretty much honed by social issues. So at the moment we've had so much femicide. We just, in one stage, in 6 weeks on the radio, there were young, beautiful girls taken by their partners from clubs, beaten in their apartments, killed and burned in felts. So this book, my next book, is about abuse against women, which I've never been brave enough to kind of cope with. But this is now the message. It's everywhere in our society, and that's what I believe my books try to do. As well as being, fast-paced and nail-biting, they also encourage people to think about and grapple with social issues, and by wrapping these in a palpable guise of fiction, I think you can bring that to people, although it's not an easy write or an easy read.
Okay, that's cool. And you are definitely a South African author, and you use a South African setting.
Totally. I have gone to Southern Africa. My third book, Butterfly Wind, is set also in Zambia and in Zimbabwe, where I've traveled extensively and where I have family members who hail from. But yeah, I'm African through and through.
Oh, that's great. Sarah, thanks very much for taking the time to chat for us today.